guys, today we are painting a pumpkin and just kind of talking and hanging out. I don't really know what to do, if I'm being completely honest, but I have this little pumpkin that I'm going to paint today. I'm going to paint it to look like Frankenstein, and then I'm carving pumpkins tomorrow with my sisters, but they already painted pumpkins without me, so I'm painting this one, and Halloween is on this coming Thursday, so we always carve our pumpkins like a few days before so then they don't go bad, like wilted and stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out today and paint my pumpkin. I don't really know what to talk about, for being honest. I don't know, but I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that this green, it will look okay. It's called Avocado, and it's some really old acrylic paint, but we'll just see what happens, I guess. I'm pretty excited for Halloween. I actually get quite nervous about Halloween because I hate opening the door and giving candy to the little kids. It like sounds so stupid, but it actually gives me some of the worst anxiety. Just because, like, I don't know why it does, but it's gotten better since I have been medicated for the last few years. But it always just makes me nervous. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's just a nerving thing for some people, and I'm unfortunately one of those people that it is nerving for. But with the time change and everything, I'm just definitely trying to do more things so then we don't get sad during the fall, like the winter stuff, because it's a very beautiful time of the year, the winter where I live. But unfortunately, it starts to get darker and it is cold. Like this coming up week, it's supposed to be like very low 40s for the highs. And then the time changes next week where we fall back and it gets like super dark super quick. So I always have a hard time around this time of year. I think a lot of people do, but I don't know, we'll just kind of see what happens. I definitely want to do things this winter, like, I don't know, just like some pretty fun things. I usually don't, because I'm always like, oh, I want to do this with friends, I'll do this with friends, and I don't ever do it because I don't really have a whole lot of friends. So I'm tired of being like waiting for stuff to do with friends and then never doing it, just simply because I lack social skills and can't make friends. So I'm just gonna start doing stuff that, like, we'll go to like Christmas lights and stuff, and I, like, don't get me wrong, I have my sisters to do stuff with, but it's like I do a lot of other stuff with them that it's like we just need time apart from each other sometimes, which is very healthy. And I think sibling relationships where you're just like, okay, I've spent 21 years with you, back up a little bit. So I'm definitely gonna we'll try to do some things without them this year, because I have a really bad dependency on them, if I'm being completely honest. I always am like, oh, they'll just do it with me, and that's fine, like, they're my sisters, but it's just, I need to learn how to be very independent. If I'm being quite honest, I thought that I was pretty independent. Well, I feel like I am. I just don't do a whole lot outside. Like, I'm fine spending time by myself and everything, but like going out into public by myself is definitely a little bit harder. I always get really nervous before going out into public by myself, and like if I'm in the store by myself, I'll just like rush, grab what I need, and then immediately check out. So I'm trying to like slow down, take some time by myself. I've never really been one to have like good friendships and stuff, but I don't know, it's always kind of been hard for me to make and maintain friendships. I feel like that's just something that I really struggle with. And just like, I never find people who like have the same humor as me. And I had people that I would hang out with in school when I was in school and stuff, but it's like once the school day would end, we wouldn't talk at all. Like we were just like pretty much strictly school friends. So I've always just had like acquaintances and stuff, I guess is a better way to say it. And I've never really even had I've actually never had a boyfriend or anything like that before. To be quite honest, having a boyfriend actually does scare me a little bit. But I don't know, I'm just kind of tired of waiting for people to do stuff with and then just not doing it because I don't have people to do stuff with. And like I said, I have my sisters, but if you have siblings, you understand that you do a lot with them, that you eventually need to like not do stuff with them. It like becomes an unhealthy relationship with them, I guess. But I don't know, we'll just kind of see how it plays out. I hope to do more stuff for the next little bit, just to like see how I like to do things. But I don't know, it's a weird time in your life, in your early 20s. Everyone always used to say that, and I would just like bypass it as that's how their life is. But now that I'm going to be 22 in February, it's definitely just like weird, because it's a lot of the people who do hang out and have friends with are all from school and their childhood, and I just never had that. So I don't know, we'll just kind of see what happens over the next little bit. I don't know. But I painted the base coat for the pumpkin. Gonna wait for it to dry, and then I'll be back. Okay. I would just like to say I wore this. It's a long sleeve because, can you stop? Hello. Because it says that it's cold out. It's not cold out, huh? No, it's not. It's actually kind of toasty. But moving on to a lighter note, we are going to finish the pumpkin. We're going to draw his little hairs and his little face. Anyway, going to draw his little hairs and his face. But now we're going to talk about something different. We're going to, I don't know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Halloween. I haven't dressed up for Halloween in a few years. Because I love you, but what are you doing? There's a dog right there. Just because there was like the killer clown incident. Okay. There was a killer clown incident over by my house a few years ago, and we stopped dressing up after that because my mom got scared that we were gonna die. But this year I decided to dress up as Freddy Krueger. I just have one of his like sweaters, I guess, and then we'll just like answer the door and everything. I'm definitely too old to go trick-or-treating, and I never really went trick-or-treating as a kid very much either, it just, I live in a very, okay, it's not like super small anymore, but like it was, at the time I was growing up, it was quite a small town. And so there was only like very few houses open to go trick-or-treating at. So I didn't do a whole lot of trick-or-treating. I do know that next October, hopefully, I want to go to Boston, and like around Halloween. I want to go to Boston during Halloween and see all of like the little kids. I have it like in my head how it should look. And it's just like kids filling the streets, and they're like so excited and everything. So I really hope to go to Boston next October, probably like around Halloween as well. I'm drawing some little hairs on him, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. As of right now, I don't really have much of an itinerary planned for it. I always hated when we would go on family trips and it was like to a T decided what we were gonna do. So I was just thinking of like having like a rough itinerary. Anyway, have like an itinerary of what I would do. When I was growing up, we used to have like stuff planned to a T kind of what we were doing, like times we were leaving, how much time we would spend there. And that was never really something I liked. I just like to like go out and see kind of what's out there, especially in a new city. I've never been back east. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say that everyone back that way is really nice. Other people say that they're very mean. But I don't know, I feel like it's kind of hard to judge an entire half or like that side of America without going over there for myself. So I'm really excited to hopefully go over there. But I don't know, we'll just kind of see what happens. So I painted all of his little hairs, and I'm gonna paint his face. My dogs are out here, so if you hear crying in the background, that's what it is, because they like to bark. Well, 2 of my dogs are out here. I have 3 dogs, but only 2 of them are out here for right now. Anyway. I don't know what else to talk about. You guys like cheese? If you like cheese, what is your favorite type of cheese? That's a really crooked eye. If I'm being honest, I can't tell the difference, unless it's like pepper jack. I cannot tell the difference between cheeses. Like, you could give me some fancy ass cheese and I would think it was Colby Jack or Parmesan. I have never been able to differentiate cheeses. But also, I'm not like the biggest fan of cheese. I like cheese on my hamburger, but like, or like some on sandwiches and stuff, but like, I'm not the type of person to like eat just like a big old hunk of cheese, really. So let's see, what are your favorite flowers? This is gonna look really bad. I like carnations personally. Carnations and baby's breath together are really pretty. Unfortunately, I also have a cat, and both of which are toxic to cats to some degree. I love him very much, and I would not want to poison him, so I just don't get them as often anymore as I used to. Oh, he looks kind of dumb. It's okay. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, well, I guess now, oh my god, I'm getting paint everywhere. I'll just wipe it on your pants, it's okay. favorite Halloween memory. One time when I went trick-or-treating, I was dressed up as Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And I was running, so happy, so excited, trick-or-treating, and I fell in the street. I fell in the street and I got hurt, and I was so sad the rest of the night that I decided not to trick-or-treat because I was embarrassed and I was sad that I like all up my legs, like the front of my legs was all just like cut up from falling because I fell in rocks. Like I just didn't fall like on the sidewalk or on the road. I fell into like where people have like grass in between their lawn and their like the sidewalk. Right there was all just rocks and I fell into it and I made my legs so Minnie. I made my legs so like bloody and gross because I fell, and it was a very sad night. I went home crying. I was only like a block away from my house, so it wasn't bad. My mom was following behind us in the car because every year it's like you're Superman with a jacket, you're Alice with a jacket. It's always so cold. Not like awfully cold, but like in the night it gets really cold. So it was, yeah, that was the last time I actually remember going trick-or-treating. But I think I'm done with my pumpkin. He looks kind of silly. He's supposed to be Frankenstein. But I had fun. Well, I didn't have fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good little thing to do early in the morning. It was enjoyable. And I don't have to be good at something to enjoy it. So, yeah, I think that's it. I'm just gonna probably add some more hair. But this was fun. Yeah, we'll just kind of see. We'll see what happens. Bye. We'll give you a forehead kiss. Mwah. Forehead kiss. There you go. Bye.